between 13 and 18, right? Anyone younger or older? Okay. So I'm going to try and keep this as light as possible. Honestly, when I was your age, I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't know what existed out there. Alright, I grew up in a very academic household. My dad was a nuclear scientist. My mom was a teacher. Right. So I was either going to become a doctor or an engineer. That's just the way it was. I thought I'd become a lawyer, but that was considered not academic enough. Right? So, anyone here from Camden? No? Anyone here from JB? Okay, no. So no one's gone to any of the schools I went to.
JB?
Yeah, they have boys for nursery. Yeah. So I spent a year and a half in JB. So schooling was in Camden. Right. And then I went to Jain for my science, obviously, 11th and 12th. And then I went and did my engineering. Alright. And I've always loved cars, and I thought I'm going to be a car designer when I grow up. Finished engineering, ended up getting a job in sales, in heavy equipment sales. I'm stressing on this because I grew up, again, in the super academic household, being kind of thinking that sales was not a great job. Sales was the guys that back in our day, the guys rang your doorbell and tried to sell you a vacuum cleaner. Literally, that's what sales was. Or they tried to sell you an aquaguard, or they tried to sell you. Does anyone know what World Book is?
Yeah,
Yeah. Or people were trying to sell you these World Book encyclopedias. But then I got into the sales job, and I realized I freaking loved it. Alright, and everyone that ever asks me about internships or what should we do, how should we prepare ourselves, I think sales is something that everyone has to do, especially if you guys want to become entrepreneurs. Whatever said and done, I think I started a digital advertising firm because I love digital strategy and marketing and advertising. I spend 10% of my time doing that. I spend 80% of my time selling, and I spend 10% of my time fighting fires. Right? Which is what you do when you have a business. So I'm sure Shweta is. Alright, so anyway, so did this engineering course, got this job in sales, and then got an opportunity to go do my dream job, which was design cars with Tata Motors. So I did that for a year and a half. Decided that I still love cars, but I want to make some money and buy them. I don't want to design them. Yeah, and then I did an MBA from the Gas Business School in London. So I think MBAs are now passé. I don't think they have the value that they used to. But I did that, and while I was in London, I interned with a couple of digital marketing firms. This was 2010, so digital was still very, very new in India. So I interned with a couple of firms there, realized I really enjoyed doing that, marketing strategy and all. And then came back to India, went back to my first company, set up the marketing function for them. They were in a huge expansion phase at the time. So I spent 5 years with them. We grew from around 100 crore turnover to 300 crore turnover, launched 5 new companies, brought in around 10 brands from abroad. So set up the entire kind of digital ecosystem for these brands. And then when companies reach a certain size, they kind of need to consolidate. Saying now, let's not grow, let's focus on operations, which meant that my job became very boring. And I said, look, what I've done for these 10 brands in the last 5 years was a lot of fun. So let me go do it for a lot of other people. Let me start my own agency. I'll create strategy, and my clients will love me, and I'll be on top of the world. So I went and started a company called Bright Trade. I have a partner as well. That's something that you guys should know if you want to become entrepreneurs. It's a good question to ask. And yeah, 3.5 years later, we're a 55% company. We operate out of Bombay and Pune. Clients in pretty much every sector. Again, sector diversification becomes important. We were a real estate. We only served real estate clients 3 years ago, and then we realized the real estate industry was beginning to kind of slow down. And if you guys have been reading the news, you would have caught on to that. Luckily, we diversified into other sectors, otherwise we would have shut down 2 years ago. All our real estate work kind of dried up then. But yeah, here we are. We've got around, at any given time, 40 live clients. We're doing retainer work with them, we're doing project work with them. And primarily we focus on Bombay, Pune. We've got a couple of clients in the Middle East, somebody in Canada, someone in the US, someone in the UK. So it's interesting from a learning perspective, because with real estate, automotive, hospitality, manufacturing, guys all know Swedish House Mafia, cookie guys. So that brand, so a lot of fun brands as well, and a lot of very boring brands that you've never heard of as well. Alright, so that's a bit about my journey. What I do, I'm gonna let you guys ask questions to get more details about what I actually do. Right, and Srividya asked me to tell you guys about what my vision and my purpose is. How many of you have a vision and a purpose? Wow, alright. I didn't have one till I got the email from Srividya saying, please tell these guys what your vision and your purpose is. So I came up with one. But I think what kind of drove me was wanting to add value. So when I was working with a company, it was a smaller company, and in a sales job, I saw that I was actually adding value to the top line and the bottom line. When I went to a large organization like a Tata Motors, I think what I didn't like, and this is very personal, was that I was a small cog in this very big machine. Right? So I realized about myself that I want to be maybe a big fish in a small pond, or obviously a very big fish in a very big pond, but I want to be adding value. When I went back to the previous company, helped the revenue grow, set up certain functions, that excited me. When that role didn't excite me as much, I said, let me do this. So now whether it's building my own business or adding value to my clients' businesses, that's what gets me up every morning. So it took me I think 10 years to figure that out. But I think it's important for everyone to figure what drives them, and it doesn't have to be what drives your friend or your mother or your father or your cousin or the person sitting next to you. For everyone it can be something completely different. Alright, questions?
Nice, let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, so actually I'm in 12th. Now I came in 12th. Yeah. So even I want to pursue a degree of like digital marketing. So I'm interested in that. But I don't know which degree should I choose, like BBA or BMM. So BMM is all about media industry, right? Yeah. And BBA is all about the entrepreneurship. So I don't know which to choose and what to do after that. So even I want to start agency which provides services of digital marketing services like various SEO, SMM. That's what my product is all about. So what should I do?
So I interview around 1,000 people a year, and what I've understood is that our education system hasn't caught up with digital media. So whatever you study is going to be more on the marketing and advertising side of things. I would say at this stage the BMM makes more sense than the BBA. Don't graduate and start a business. Kind of go work for one of these large agencies, work for a WPP, work for one of these extremely large agencies, understand the processes. I think one of the reasons I'm able to keep my company afloat and manage people is because I've worked in an organized structure before. So the BMM course will give you insight into advertising, into marketing, into the theory behind it. But it's an industry and a job that needs you to be very curious, and you need to constantly learn. No book is going to tell you what's going to work. It changes every few. I mean, my Facebook strategy 2 years ago is now an Instagram strategy. No one could ever have taught me that. I mean, I work with a lot of educational institutes. I'm literally targeting 18 to 22-year-olds. They're not on Facebook. Right? They're all on Instagram. That no one teaches you. It's just your curiosity, understanding, picking up a lot of information. So the BMM course will give you a good foundation. But then you're going to learn on the job. So go find an internship or a job with a large agency and absorb as much as you can. And pick up Piyush Pandey's book on advertising. It's called Pandey Model. You know Piyush Pandey is? He's one of India's best ad guys. Alright, he was the chairman for Ogilvy in India for the last decade. You guys, have you heard of Ogilvy? Ogilvy. So Ogilvy is one of the biggest ad agencies in the world. They were then bought by the WPP. So you need to read these books, you need to kind of read these blogs, that's where you're going to get the right insight from. Honestly, it's not the degree is just going to give you a basic foundation, especially with digital. No one else? Yeah.
So after gas, what were the challenges you faced? What is as an ambition?
Challenges in terms of challenges in terms of, I don't think it was specific to having done an MBA or was still something that was very shiny. Maybe it kind of gave you this false sense of what's the word? Entitlement. But you thought I've done an MBA now, like I know everything, I'm just going to be amazing. And then you get into a job, you start working again, and you realize theoretical knowledge never really is going to prepare you for anything in the real world. But that said, 5 years in, 10 years in, I now fall back on stuff I learned and I say, oh wow. So I don't know if any of you ever thought about master's degrees and stuff, but you'll always be told work first and then go do one. And then you realize it's because you can apply what you're learning in what you've done in the past if you worked on it. So I think the challenges there were more about what they expected. And again, I took a lot of fresh MBAs, and in India, you can go do an MBA immediately after your undergrad. So people who've never worked. And my issue with all these kids who've done MBAs is they have no idea about what is actually going to happen. Right? They've not gone through this program. They don't understand what PowerPoint is, which you're going to learn about after this.
So I just passed my 12th and I got into AMI Noida. And I'm doing my PB as well as MBA in International Business.
Okay.
So will I get a chance to work and learn?
Pardon?
Will I get a chance to work and learn with your mom?
Of course you will. Listen, I don't need to diss being an MBA. Okay, the thing is being realistic about it. Understanding that MBA degree, look, it's a business foundation degree, that's great and you're doing it. Of course you get that chance, but you can't expect that after your 12th doing a BBA and MBA degree, I literally say, why did I do an MBA to become a manager? No, dude, you're not going to become a manager, you're not going to get a team of 10 people under you because you have the MBA degree. You're going to have to work there. Hopefully the MBA degree will get you there in 5 years versus somebody without it getting there in 8 years. You need to kind of have that humility to understand that, look, I'm here to learn. I learn every day. I hire 22-year-olds who teach me. Right? Somebody had to explain to me how Snapchat works. I still don't have it on my phone, but I have to hire guys like you to explain to me how Instagram stories work and how Snapchat works. That answers your question.
No more question. Anyone?
I'll come back.
How do you market science? Like, how does digital marketing work?
Good question. So you all use your phones? She asked, how do you market for your clients? How does digital work? So there's a couple of things. So you've all been to websites, right? So the first thing we do is build websites. When you build a website, there's something called user experience design, where you actually say, okay, why is somebody going to a website? What information do they want? Let's put that information first. Let's put the less important or the information that, so let's say you came to the Talerang website. The first thing it would show you is pictures of smiling happy kids, testimonials, logos of big brands. This is the stuff that's going to draw you in, right? Then if you want to know about course fees and things, you have to click somewhere, you go into an inner page. So that's all user experience design. What do people want initially? If they're more interested, what do they want later? Right? And then there's something called UI design, which is user interface design. So when I was your age, we browsed the actually when I was your age, we didn't have internet. When I was no, we had internet when I was 15. When I was your age, we browsed the internet like this, a mouse and you clicked. You guys browse the internet like this, right? You're on your phone and you use your thumb. That's literally user interface design. My earlier website was designed to move a mouse and to click. The websites I design now are designed to scroll and tap, so long pages and stuff. Then you guys have been to Google and searched for summer courses, or how did you find out about that? Assuming it wasn't a friend. So you search for something on Google and you get this long list of search results. Right? You've all done this, right? Have you ever gone to page 2 of the Google search results page?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to page 3? Really? No, right? Okay, some of you have. But so you know how I sell. So when I'm selling my services to my clients, I tell them that if you want to commit a murder, the best place to hide the body is on page 2 or 3 of the Google search results pages because no one looks there. So there's something called search engine optimization. So we put content on the website that makes sure that your website is going to be on page 1. Okay, so that's search engine optimization. that's a long-term process, it's a tough process. So when you search on Google, the first 3 results, if you see there's a little green box that says ad. Yeah, so that's called pay-per-click advertising, search engine marketing. So that's the next thing we do. So if Talerang wanted to find students like you, they would bid, it's a live auction, they would bid that every time someone searches for summer training courses or internships in Mumbai or whatever they decide to target, their ad would show up there, right? You've been on Amazon, and then after that you've browsed on other websites, then you've seen that same product that you saw following you around. Yeah, that's called remarketing, cookie-based advertising. Alright, so between Google and Facebook, they know everything about you. They know your browsing history. They know what ads you click on. They know what your interests are. Alright, and they take all that data and they sell it to me, and then I advertise to you. Alright, and it's not a bad thing. I don't know who you are. You're going to be shown 200 ads a day anyway. You might as well get shown ads that are relevant to you. Right, so that's why Facebook asks you for your phone number and your email address is linked. So I can literally take a database of 10,000 email addresses and give them to Facebook, and I know that database is 18 years old. And I say, please show them an ad for Talerang. Right, that's how digital advertising works. Then there's a lot of different publishing. I'm talking about Google and Facebook and Instagram. Then there's a lot of other publishing platforms, but these pretty much cover 90% of everyone that you want to market. You have a question?
So, we did engineering. How did you end up in sales?
I got a campus placement. I got a campus job. It was a material handling equipment manufacturer, and they came and said it's a sales job, and I said no way in hell I can't do a sales job. And they said no, they sold me the job. They said no, it's technical sales. You have to first design the equipment with the client and do all these calculations and strength of materials and some very complicated stuff that I wasn't very good at, but I thought I'm an engineer, so I should do this. And yeah, they pushed me into the deep end of the pool, and I realized I actually enjoyed it. Look, some people are front-end people, some people are back-end people. And that's what I said, you have to figure out right. I fought it for a couple of weeks, but then the thrill of your first sale, I think that's what gets you. Yes.
When it comes to Instagram and Facebook, like last year we organized the event and we wanted to advertise. So we had just done it through Instagram. Like it's not that marketed also. Where is the role of the agency comes?
So the role of the agency comes in creating the content. This was an event that you did. The role of frankly speaking, if it's just Instagram or Facebook, it's not that complicated. The role of the agency is in doing the creatives, in coming up with the creative conceptualization. This is an event. If you're launching a new product, if you're launching a new service, you have to advertise in a clever way. So the agency gets involved in that entire creative conceptualization, understanding how to target, finding the right kind of the right analytics. Not everything works the first time you do it. So you let's say have 2 or 3 different ad ideas. You seed them out. You see which one is actually getting engagement. Looking at that analytics, understanding what to kill, what to propagate more, is where the agency comes from. But a lot of companies are now beginning to have in-house people to handle this stuff. It gets easier and easier. But it's a question of what you want to spend your time.
So how did you start your business from scratch, and what challenges did you face, and how did you tackle that?
I need like an hour.
Well, 1 second, can you repeat? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I said how did he started this business from scratch, and what challenges did he face, and how did you tackle that? So did you learn skills before starting the business? Did you learn various skills, like every skill related to digital marketing, or how did you do that?
So in terms of digital marketing, when I started this business, I had learned everything on the job. When I was actually doing digital marketing. But what I knew 3.5 years ago and what I'm doing now are completely different, because the landscape has changed, right? I mean, Instagram wasn't so big then. Business, like B2B businesses, like manufacturing and stuff, weren't on social media, they didn't care. Now LinkedIn and Facebook as well have become very important. So I think the challenges were mainly expectations versus reality. You think you're going to start this business, you're going to be your own boss, a lot of freedom, things that you make a business plan, you make an Excel sheet that has revenue projections and expense projections and stuff. Things don't necessarily go like that. So I think the biggest challenges were, I mean, literally it's cash flow management. If you're going to start your own business, when you do your MBA, that's what they're going to teach you. That revenue is one thing, profit is another. That's all on paper. You can be a very profitable business, but you could still shut down. Most businesses shut down. The top 3 reasons for businesses shutting down are, the product or the service didn't really have a market. And number 2 is a business ran out of cash. Right? Clients don't pay on time. Deliveries take longer than expected. Your client's business is shut down. So all kinds of things can happen. So I think it was just the uncertainty and going in a little naive, thinking that I'm amazing. I'll hire these amazing people. I'll do amazing work, and my Excel sheet will be the way my life happens. So I think it was that. In terms of skills, you're honestly learning on the job. The problems I had when I was a 8-person company are completely different from the problems I have as a 50-person company. But I think as long as you have new problems, you're growing. That's a good thing.
Anyone else? Mine.
So as like you said, you go in when you're starting out, you're a little naive, but because you're obviously excited about the work that you're going to do, you're proud of yourself, whatever you've done. So you have that positivity. So if when we go in for a startup, so what kind of mindset should we have? Because obviously that innocence and we will be naive, but should we think of everything and overthink things, or not overthink in bad sense, but just think about them many more times than you normally would, and just be a little more careful than a normal person would, or should we just go in with that way, with that positivity, and then slowly learn?
No, absolutely. You need to be very analytical. You need to think about every scenario, and the positivity is very important. As entrepreneurs, and especially like in a business like mine, honestly, there's 1,000 other agencies who will do the same work for my clients. What my clients are buying into is my energy, my ideas, which is all intangible stuff. Okay, so that positivity has to be there, that energy has to be there. You can't be weighed down by the weight of this, oh my god, I'm trying to run a business, let's start a business. But you have to be super cautious. So, for example, if you say best case scenario, I'll triple my revenue in 1 year. Worst case scenario, I'll fail in 1 year. But the positive mindset says, no, I won't fail. Right? No, don't ignore that possibility. Say, okay, what happens if all my clients leave me and for 3 months I have no clients and I have 4 people whose salaries I need to pay? What happens then? You say, okay, I then need 4 months of salary as part of my investment and I park it in the bank. And you be prepared for that. Have your safety net in place. So I would overthink. I would be over analytical. I would prepare for any adventure. And then the positivity is, then nothing troubles you, right? Because nothing blindsides you. You will prepare for anything that can happen.
Anyone else?
What's the role of a CEO?
Oh wow. Everything. Just absolutely. What I said earlier, I started the business because I loved digital marketing and advertising strategy and stuff. But I spent 10% of my time doing that. So I think the CEO ends up being the jack of all trades. See again, mine's a small company essentially, right? I'm 55 people. I don't have huge hierarchies. I'm still very much involved in day-to-day stuff. The CEO's job is to motivate and to build culture and to kind of be this driving force in the company. Alright, with somebody who everyone looks up to. Culture becomes very important when you start your own businesses. So and the culture is going to be driven from you guys. But since this is called reality bytes, what a CEO does in a small company like mine is essentially fill every hole. So when sales is a problem, we're doing sales. And again, because I'm a sales guy, I focus a lot on sales. If I wasn't a front-end guy, maybe I'd have hired more salespeople and be doing more operations. Making sure operations are on track, making sure finance is on track, making sure HR hiring is happening properly. It's literally doing everything. You're wearing multiple hats and you're switching your hats like that. I mean, I'm doing this in the morning, I'm doing a sales meeting after this, I'm doing interviews after that, and then I have a meeting with my accountant after that. Right? So I think the CEO has to know everything.
So you said that you got clients from Canada and the Middle East. So how do you get those clients from all over the world, and how do you build trust between them?
I'm glad you asked me this. And I met an old school friend of mine last night, who I met after 19 years. Alright, and the one thing, it's interesting. So he has a family business, which he's joined, and he's grown from an 80 crore business to a 400 crore business in the last 10 years. And then there's me, who came from a much simpler background. We were friends in school, but I came from a very different background. So now I have my business, and I'm hopefully going to work with him. And the one thing that we both agreed on was, I wish when we were in school we had understood the importance of network, of friends, of keeping in touch. So when you go to your MBA, you'll be told networking is very important, and go for events and meet more people and all of that. But it's the relationships you've made even now. Stay in touch with the people you know. Everyone's going to go start businesses, get nice jobs. The reason you triggered this thought is because that's how those businesses came. I have not advertised in any of those markets. I have business school friends who are in those markets who said, listen, do you want to do something for me? California came through some distant relative got married to someone, some conversation that was sparked on some vacation. You just never know when something's going to get sparked. And again, the CEO is the guy who's kind of maintaining those relationships. So, this is your network. These are the people who are going to be working with 20 years later. And these are the ones who are going to be doing the best work with because they trust me. It's already a super competitive environment compared to 10 years ago, and 10 years later it's going to become even harder. Right? And how do you choose? Like, you choose on trust, you choose on who you've worked with in the past. Like I said, right, people are going to buy into your energy, into your conviction.
What is the best part about
I think seeing that something is getting built. 8 people to 50 people, a 2-bedroom apartment, which was our office when we started, to like a 3,000 square foot nice big office. My proudest moments are when there's something going wrong, and I call my team and say, we'll do this, we'll do that, and somebody tells me, like, we got this, just stay on this. I think that's the best part of my job, when you see that something you've built is now running on its own. It's like a child who's learning to walk or something. I think that's the best part. But my next hurting, I've been on this side of the room more. Any questions from this side?
Come on, Vivek, any question? No? Okay.
Alright, I have a question. How many of you want to start your own business? That's amazing. And those of you that don't, I want to ask you, why do you not want to start your business?
they want to join the business and then maybe afterwards start their business.
Okay. No, I meant in the long run, not immediately after graduating. Who else? You said you didn't put your hand up. Why do you not want to start your business? It's not a bad thing. It's nothing.
Because I've not decided yet what I want to do in later life.
Didn't you say you wanted to be a footballer? Or, yeah.
So nice.
At some point, or you're just making that up for speech. Okay.
So I'll tell you why I'm asking. I decided I wanted to start a business 1 year before I started the business, at the age of 51. It was never something I was ever planning on doing. I was going to be a professional, become the CEO or CFO or whatever, CTO of a company, and like that's the only thing I knew, right? And then my conditioning, I told myself that that's what I'm going to do. So the reason I asked that question was just to kind of leave you guys with this thing that don't think that what I've decided now or where my life takes me is where it has to be. But especially for you guys, I mean, interestingly, I am now doing a job that didn't exist when I was in school, right? And that was a 10-year gap. You guys are probably all gonna end up doing things that don't exist right now. And you're learning about AI, you're learning about blockchain, you're learning about
Coding.
ML and stuff like that. It's gonna be very, very different. Right? Today, the biggest manpower when it comes to banks and to the finance sector is digital transformation. And they're the guys who are hiring the most people in digital. Everything is changing. I don't remember the last time I walked into a bank branch because it's just all on my phone. 15 years ago, you used to have to go to the bank and update passports and things. So I think you guys should, not just absorb and learn and see what's happening in the world, and you'll figure out where we're right now. All right. That's enough to come up with more questions. You can send them to one of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, can we give him a big round of
Yeah,
applause?
thank you guys. And thank you guys for your questions. They made me really think. Yeah, so good stuff.
Good question.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.